change yourself before New Year. Everyone's waiting for January to change. The mood boards, the affirmations, the "this is my year" speeches. Everyone's gearing up for their New Year, New Me era again. People spend December preparing to start but not becoming ready to hold what they're asking for. But here's my take. Why wait for the new year to start changing? Why waste the rest of the year preparing to change when you can use it to actually change? You can literally start now. You don't need to wait for a new year to begin your transformation. You can use the rest of this year to rebuild yourself so that when the new year comes, you're not forcing change. You are change. You're not scrambling for goals, you are embodying them. This is your emotional training season, your preparation arc, your foundation building era. The problem, people build goals on shaky ground. Most people set goals without checking if their foundation is ready to hold them. You want success, you want love, you want freedom. But is your nervous system ready for that success? Is your subconscious aligned with abundance? Is your emotional world safe enough to expand? That is why so many start strong in January and then by March, they're drained, inconsistent, and lost. Because it wasn't the goal that failed, it's the foundation that's cracked. Your emotional world, your subconscious, your nervous system, that's the engine of your reality. If it's not ready, if it's not solid, every goal becomes temporary. You will build momentum, yes, then crash again and again. So this isn't about waiting for 2026 for the new year to arrive. This is about becoming the version of you that can actually hold the life you want before the new year even begins. So let's start. Step 1. Define the life you want. Before you even think about goals, define the feeling you want to live the next year. Ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live in 2026? In the new year? How do I want to feel when I wake up every morning? What state do I want to exist in? In peace, freedom, confidence, joy, abundance? What is my one major focus, my North Star? Ask yourself those questions. Example for me, next year, I want to live in financial abundance and emotional peace. I want to wake up every day knowing I'm stable, calm, and confident and not worrying about bills, debt, and survival. I want to feel free. I want to wake up every day and exist every day free inside and out. That is not just a wish, it's your direction. Because how can you build a roadmap when you don't even know where you're going? Why do you need to do this? Why do you need this step? If you skip this, you will chase random goals with no emotional anchor. An emotional anchor is everything. You will keep trying to improve yourself without knowing what version of you are becoming. This is how people stay stuck in loops, setting goals that don't even match who they truly want to be. Without the clear state of being to aim for, your nervous system has no signal to follow. You will end up manifesting chaos because your energy is chaotic. You will not have this emotional foundation to grow from, to expand from. This step gives your entire system a direction. Step 2, review yourself. Before you build your new life or your new self, you need to confront the current one. Ask yourself, what is the state of my life right now? Am I genuinely happy or just distracted? What goals did I set this year and did I actually achieve them or not? If yes, did they fulfill me? If no, what blocked me? What feels right and what feels wrong? Which parts of my life feel heavy or forced? Write it all down. You're not judging yourself. You are collecting data. Actual data. You cannot change what you won't look at. And denial keeps people exactly where they are. So this step is for that. Why you need this step? If you skip this, you will repeat the same mistakes with a new calendar. That is why people keep reliving the same year 10 times, just different resolutions. If you don't know yourself right now, you will keep chasing upgrades without fixing the operating system. You will keep chasing the different versions of you, the new versions of you, without fixing your core, your true self. Step 3 is decode the data. Now it's time to see the pattern behind your reality. Everything that's happening is feedback from your subconscious. In this step, ask yourself, what patterns keep repeating in my life? What emotions do I always end up feeling no matter the situation? What choices brings chaos and what brings calm? When things work out, what state was I in? What behaviors keep sabotaging my peace? This is where truth begins to surface. Your results aren't random. They are reflections of your internal system. Why do you need to do this? If you skip this, you will stay blind to your own loops, to your own patterns, which is very crucial for you when you want to build a new you, a new version of yourself. You will keep wondering, why does this keep happening to me? When in reality, it's happening through you. This is how people live on autopilot, reacting the same way, choosing the same patterns, and repeating the same disappointments. If you want to change that, you have to see your patterns. You cannot change a pattern you refuse to see. So you need to see it clearly without shame. That is how the pattern loses power. Step number 4 is identify your blocks. Once you decode your patterns, you will see what's been blocking you. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's emotional inconsistency. Maybe it's a belief that you don't deserve what you desire. That's your real enemy. Not the economy, not the timing, not bad luck. It's the emotional and subconscious block that keeps you out of alignment. Why you need this step? If you don't identify your block, you will try to motivate your way through resistance that's actually emotional. That is why people start strong and then burn out fast. They try to fix an inner wound with external effort. When you know your block, you stop fighting the wrong battle. You stop trying to push harder and start reprogramming deeper. You are changing your foundation. Step 5, turn your block into your training ground. This is where you shift from awareness to transformation. For example, if your block is fear, your training is courage. If it's inconsistency, your training is discipline. If it's self-doubt, your training is self-trust. But don't fake it. Don't fake it. Don't force it. You don't jump from fear to courage in one leap. You learn it. Study the space between them. Ask yourself, what does my fear protect me from? What am I truly afraid will happen if I change? Is this fear still relevant to the life I'm building? You will realize most fears are just old codes installed by rejection, shame, or conditioning. And once you see them, they start to lose relevance. That is where you build your reset button. That's what I call it. Every time the fear comes back, you consciously realign. Oh, wait, I know this fear. It's old. It's not me anymore. That's how you retrain your nervous system, not through force, but through awareness and compassion. You are guiding yourself to realign whenever there's fear coming. Why do you need this step? If you skip this, if you do not do this before the new year comes, you will keep chasing strength you haven't built. You will collapse every time pressure comes. You will preach change, but revert to the same emotions when life tests you. Transformation is a skill. You train it, you practice it, you embody it. Step 6, integrate and embody. This is where you stop talking about the new you and start being them. Integration means your growth becomes natural. You practice awareness so many times, it's now your baseline. You respond differently, you recover faster, you think clearer. You're no longer performing confidence. You are rooted in it because you have this inner knowing about yourself. You're no longer chasing peace, you are peace. That is embodiment. And it's the only foundation that can hold big dreams without collapsing. Why do you need to do this? If you skip this, everything you build in the new year in 2026 will crumble under emotional pressure. You will achieve the external goal, yes, but internally, you will still feel fragile. You will self-sabotage the moment discomfort returns. That is why most success stories crash midway. The inner foundation wasn't ready for the weight of the dream. When you integrate and embody, you stop chasing transformation. You become it. You become the transformation. You embody the transformation. Everything that you do will not be for the new you, will not be for the future you, will not be to achieve the things that you want. You already embodying the feeling. You already being the new you while experiencing, while exploring the things that you wanted to explore and experience in your new life. Everything that comes after will be your bonus. Do not wait for the new year to give you a clean slate. Use the rest of this year to become the version of you who doesn't need one. Change yourself before the new year comes. So when the clock hits midnight, you're not trying to start over. You are already living your new life. I hope this gave you something real to reflect on and see yourself a little clearer today. If it did, let me know in the comments. I would love to read them. Once again, I'm Joanna Ares. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!